Saturday night at 8 o'clock, I know where I'm gonna go. I'm gonna pick my baby up and take her to the picture show. Everybody in the neighborhood is dressing up to be there too. And we're gonna have a ball just like we always do. Saturday night at the movies, who cares what picture you see? When you're hugging with your baby, let's roll in the balcony.
Now is the time for ice cream. Ice cream time! It's ice cream time with Lion's Mane. Ice cream time with Lion's Mane.
When Master Maze meets Blondie Butter, wham! It's Butterkissed. Butterkissed. On sale now.
Happiness is a cigar called Hamlet, the mild cigar from Benson and Hedges.
Howdy! My name is Mono Mono. I've lived in these parts of the Wild Wild West all of my life. You can bet all the good folks round these hills and valleys know of me. I'm the one aboard Law and Order. Before me, it was nothing for a guy to just plug his buggy with a bullet for no more reason than the sheer joy of it. I'd like to introduce to you my love. Oh, just take a gander at her. So fine. Say hey to Purity Lamore. She's going to be an important person in this here story. Purity owns this bar. She inherited when Big Joe built him a high bill for drinks and those things you do upstairs. You know what I mean. Well, Purity got the bar and it's been doing mighty fine. Here's my adversary. Two-Shot Freddy. He's mean. He's mad. He's mighty sure of himself. I probably should be afraid of him, but I ain't. You see, old Freddy and I were once best buddies. We grew up together. We played cowboys and Indians, and once in a while we'd share things like wine, women, and basket weaving. Yeah, we're buds. But now things are bad, real bad between us. See, Freddy also fell in love with Purity, and he wants to take me out of the picture.
Oh, no, Mono. I just don't know what's going to come of it. I need you here to keep the peace and to keep me warm and loved at night. I hear Freddy got his nickname by killing 105 lawmen with just 2 shots. One shot missed everybody, and the second shot hit the dynamite and blew them all to bits. So now he goes by the name of Two-Shot Freddy.
I ain't scared of him. He's no better than all the men I've killed. I'm ready for him, Purity. Let him come. Let him just try to pull us apart. You and I together. Freddy can't change that.
Oh, you talk so tough and big, Mono. It really turns me on. I just want to hop into bed and make love forever. Oh, but I still have to run my bar and satisfy those horny cowpokes up there in the bedroom. So let me get you a beer. You want pretzels or popcorn?
Beer cold?
Never been. We ain't got no refrigeration. Oh, but it's wet, and you know how the water here is contaminated with all the blood and guts of those men you killed.
Well, they hate to shoot a man when he's drinking water, but you gotta do what you gotta do. And it's better shoot them when they're gulping down the water than when they're pointing a gun at me.
Oh, you're about the bravest man I know. I love you so. I wouldn't mind if we went upstairs and got some loving before Freddie rides into town. What do you say there, big guy? Can you saddle me up and ride me long and hard?
Oh, it would be my pleasure. Come on, let's go and get it on.
Where is everybody? Seems they all must have heard about me coming into town.
Oh, yeah.
I bet they left pronto.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
Oh, sure. I recognize them. I've heard them before.
no, don't stop. Oh, that's it.
Oh, there to be up there when he knows he's supposed to be coming into town to end the fight. He should be waiting for me like you see in the movies.
yeah.
I bet he didn't even pay like I always did.
That's it, baby. Come on. Oh.
I'm going to drink the rest of this beer that somebody left on the bar. Oh, it's warm. I wonder, could it be? Oh, no, this beer must have been Mono's. I ain't drinking no beer left over by that guy.
Well, you always know how to satisfy a man, Purity.
I'm just like putty in your hands, Mono.
Hey, someone drank the rest of my beer. You better fix me another warm one, Purity.
Oh,
I'm got a mighty thirst after I doing the stairs.
I sure can do that. You drink up, satisfy your throat so you can talk pretty to me later when we go to bed. Like you know what I mean.
Oh, you make a man feel good, but mighty tired. I gotta get my strength at the par so I can fight. Oh, Freddie, you've been sitting there and I didn't greet you properly like you're still my best buddy.
You remembered our secret greeting.
Yep. You made it when we were 5 or 6 years old. You did the beginning part and I did the big finish.
Now, the beginning part is the most important. Your ending is just like a mule's behind, only uglier.
That's not what you said when we learned it together.
Yeah, but hormones and women and beer can make a man different. It's not like we're just little grasshoppers playing and laughing and being weird.
What do you mean by grasshoppers? You never learned much in school or nothing. You've got to be the dumbest, stupidest, ugliest weirdo, is.
You gotta stop being so angry with each other. After all, you've been friends forever. I don't know what exactly turned you two away from that, but it's gotta stop or someone's gonna get hurt.
What'd you say, Freddie? Let's put aside all the hurt and pain and suffering and all that
But
kind
you
of
took
problem.
away the love of my life, and how can I forget that?
You talking about Purity, you're talking about some other hussy.
Hey, I ain't no hussy.
Sorry, Purity, I'm just speaking metaphorically.
You throw those big words out there and I ain't got no idea what you're saying.
He just wants to keep you being sweet to him, Purity. He's worse than cow manure on the bottom of your shoe.
I didn't step in no such thing. Look where I'm going, but I bet you got shit on the bottom of your boots. You see?
Oh, crap. How did that happen? Don't you clean this place so your customers don't step in this stuff, Purity?
90-year-old handyman passed away after he got some loving from me up there for the overtime work he did. I know he left this world with a smile on his face. I don't have the time to pour warm beer, go upstairs once in a while to satisfy, the urge of some of my better customers and then clean up. Maybe you'd like to settle here, Freddie. You could be my new handyman, and I'll throw a fling or two upstairs like we used to.
Hey, Purity, remember me? We just did it upstairs a little while ago. You yelled out your delights. I don't want to share you, except for paying customers.
I think you take me for granted, Mono. You're the only man in town. All the others went over to the next town because they're afraid of you. Now I got another man here.
You can't be talking about Freddie. He's no good. I bet he's got problems down there and up there.
I ain't got no problems down there or up there. nor in my shooting hand. And you're going to see for yourself just how quick and accurate I am.
Like you were in Fargo.
Well, Fargo was a fluke. I never shot nobody before then. I only had 2 bullets because I only made 2 bits for a year's work.
Nobody can live on 2 bits for a whole year. You're making all this up.
I was on welfare. I'd go to the soup kitchens and maybe eat out of the throwaways in the garbage outside the food establishments. And once in a while, I'd go to church and eat what they served after service.
What you talking about, Freddie? There ain't no welfare, there ain't no soup kitchens, no food establishments, and no church. We're in the Wild Wild West, and you should know that.
Yeah, that's always been your problem, Mono. You got no imagination.
I'm thinking we should just get on with this. Did you bring a gun? Did you bring at least 1 bullet? Are you ready to meet me and duel it out once and for all?
Do either of you want a bacon, lettuce, and tomato sandwich?
And a hush, Bill Purity. This poor creature needs to be put to rest in the cemetery. He's just taking up space.
Oh, I could throw in some chips.
Do you want to eat before I put you in the ground, Freddie?
Oh, don't you go fretting about my appetite, Mono. I'll get you in that cemetery, and then I'll eat and end up making love to Purity.
Oh, just so you know, I'm going to charge you the same as Mono pays. You hear me, Freddie?
Oh, did you have to make it public that I pay? It's embarrassing.
Oh, no. Hey, Mono, can you spare me a bullet or 2?
Oh, yeah, sure. Here you go, Freddie.
Thanks, pal.
Are you guys really going to do it?
Yep, I got him. My honor's at stake. Nobody respect me if I weasel out of this gunfight.
I got to ask you something, Mono.
Oh, yeah, make it quick. Come on, no stalling. I know you're scared. Do you want to run away like you did when we played hide and seek?
You never could find me. If I didn't show myself, you'd still be looking for me.
Ask your stupid question. Then we get it done right and proper, like they do in other spaghetti westerns.
What do you want on your gravestone? Do you want mono or just 1 mono? It's going to make a big difference to what the Undertaker's going to charge me.
You're not going to have to worry about my gravestone. It's me who's going to be thinking about yours. So, do you want just Freddie, or do you want that stupid nickname, Two Shot? It's truly the dumbest thing I heard.
Oh, well, how about I give you each a freebie and we call it a day?
Who gets first?
Well, you can duel it out. When he gets first, I guess second, too.
It's time, Mono. You and me. Mono to Freddie, Freddie to Mono.
Oh, it's not fair. You get all the good lines in this movie.
Well, I sure I wrote the script.
Oh, it's almost dinner time. How long did Coral say this movie has to be?
10 minutes, something like that.
Well, send Coral a text or an email and ask her.
But she said we're on their own to get this done.
Oh, okay, I've had it. Bang, bang. There, you've got your stupid gunfight.
Who won?
Who won?
Well, the audience won. They're ready to go to dinner too. Now say good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Go on then, bugger off.
She won't let me. It's stuck. Oh, hang on.
Honestly, Coral, it's not my fault. These brats are hopeless.
Oh, God.
Good night.
It's too orangey for crows. It's just for me and my dog.
I'll be your dog. I'll be your dog. Doggy, doggy, boogie, boogie. Arumba, Fedora. We all adore Leonora.
That's me. sat all alone on the floor. The counsellor recommended that I take up yoga and meditation. It's a good way to clear the past out of my mind, to sweep away my messy divorce. I'm a private person. I don't join groups or take part in classes. I prefer to meditate at home and follow the instructions from a book that I stumbled upon in Moe's, my local second-hand store. The Quiet Fairy by Margaret Jones. She was found guilty of practicing witchcraft and hanged, and I thought I had problems. It's quiet, but never totally silent. It's just so hard to turn off the sound of your inner voice. Yet I persist in mindfulness. I can feel the air enter my lungs and the blood pumping through my heart. I am aware of the four walls around me: north, east, south, west. I am imprisoned in this house, in this room, in this body. The time for this meditation to end is drawing near. As well as my inner voice, I have an inner timekeeper. But today, I want to dive deeper into this ocean of mindfulness. So, I focus on the ceiling. I slowly draw breath and my heart rate slows. Then, suddenly, I am free.
Can you see me lying there? I've been ambushed, shot, and left for dead. I don't think I've got much time left, or much to reflect upon, except my last moments of being a detective. I used to believe that crime doesn't pay. I was wrong. Crime pays very well. Well enough to betray me. Part of me thinks that my partner is a prick. But another part of me has to admit that he's been very smart. And he's going to the beach in Hawaii. When I joined the service, I didn't think that I was going to die alone. Though, I never am alone. That inner voice of mine doesn't know how to shut up.
Get up!
Who said that?
I said, get up!
I'm dying. I must be hearing an angel or something.
I am not an angel. And you need to get up onto your feet.
I can't do that. But maybe I can get up onto my knees.
Now, I want you to crawl.
Crawl?
Just to the corner of the block. The ambulance is on its way.
Can't I just lie here?
Do you want the paramedics to find you stone cold dead? You must keep talking, and you must keep moving. Now, crawl!
Oh, God, it hurts.
Keep going, mister.
Okay, Mom.
Try to stay in the moment.
Any reason why?
Oh, sorry, I was talking to myself.
I do that too. I'm a right chatterbox.
I noticed.
Where are you? I know you're in my head, but where are you really?
Let's say that I am on the right side of town.
As opposed to where I find myself. An occupational hazard, I guess. Hey, have you ever been to Hawaii?
No. I'm sad to say that I rarely leave this town. It's just me, 4 walls, and a TV.
Well, you should get out more. Lounge on those sandy shores and catch a few rays of sunshine while they fall.
I can do all of that without ever leaving my house. Think of it as a journey of the mind.
So, do you do a lot of sightseeing?
I can see you, and you've stopped moving. You need to crack on.
God, you're a hard taskmaster. I bet you keep your husband in line.
I'm divorced.
Oh, sorry.
I'm not. Well, not anymore. Do you have a wife?
She died in a car crash. Perhaps I'll soon join her.
You're not going to get the easy way out, mister.
I know, but it's hard. I've heard that meditation helps. You ever tried that?
My heart beats slowly, and I draw in breath.
What was that? Oh, never mind. Ah, I see the ambulance.
Then you're going to be just fine.
Thanks. I still don't know your name.
Just call me the Charwoman.
A finger of fudge is just enough to give your kids a treat. A Cadbury's fudge is just enough until it's time to eat. It's full of Cadbury goodness and very small underneath. A finger of fudge is just enough to give your kids a treat.
On your last trip, did you discover what the Earth people eat? They eat a great many of these. They peel them with their metal knives, boil them for 20 of their minutes, then they smash them all to bits. They are clearly a most primitive people. For mash, get smash.
Well, look who won it back into Los Axilos.
What maudlin still besets my eyes to proclaim such barbarian forgery?
That's right.
Thy father's a sail over full. This firm earth bears my name in record.
Not anymore, it ain't. Should never have left.
And so revealed the chasm betwixt us. A gallant song would sing heroic banishment for elf-skinned banditos.
Banditos?
Bandits.
Ah, bandidos! Well, I suppose that's your choice, but you banded this town and there's a new sheriff.
Bandied words of a miscreant braggart?
You're no match for me.
Though thou claimest a new position, the blood of Lox Axilasts flows within my veins, for thou art a false and knavish swine of equine properties, and...
The armpits?
It's the name of the town, you idiot. Though thou claimest undue position, the blood of Locke's Axilas flows within my veins. For thou art a false and knavish swindler of equine properties, and thy pointed tin is no more honest than a will-o-wisp flow, and so shall it remain until night follows not the day.
You finally finished?
An artful tongue must at times waltz trippingly across the vales and meadows of civilized words, for an affirmation unadorned hies verily unto discourse disrespected and discarded.
Well, I guess it's time you learned who was the quickest drawer in town.
So shall a sequenced ordering of the cardinal numbers spell the descending eulogy of your...
Oh, just stop! I'll die of old age before you finish counting down. 3, 2, 1, draw! I don't believe it!
Let not thy heart be rankled in its final hour. Rest, my friend, and let Charon's hand guide thee unto a greater place.
Never wet the belover!
No more am I asleep to say we end the heartache and 1,000 natural shocks. To be or not to be, that is the question. The rest is silence.
I've been on my feet 6 hours. You know how I feel? I feel like dancing.
Sheer energy.
It makes me feel like dancing.
Sheer energy.
It makes my legs feel that good. Sheer Energy pantyhose look terrific. And they stimulate, refresh, and massage my legs. So I really feel like dancing.
Try Sheer Energy, because nothing beats a great pair of legs.
Tastes like chocolate, never tasted before. Only the crumbliest, flakiest chocolate. Tastes like chocolate, never tasted before.
Cadbury Flake, the crumbliest, flakiest milk chocolate in the world.
Really is a Kentucky Fried Chicken school.
Yep, today we're making the Colonel's original recipe.
What have you learned?
Fresh chicken makes the best chicken.
And that we use 11 herbs and spices.
Oh, but that's the Colonel's secret. And special pressure cooking.
So it's always tender and juicy.
Looks like you've learned to make great chicken.
Only way to serve our customers right.
It's so nice to feel so good about a meal, so good about Kentucky Fried Chicken.
That'll learn you to steal from my par. Pa? Pa? Are you in there, Pa?
Martha, is that you?
Yeah.
I'm through the back.
Can you hear me, Pa?
Sure I can. I ain't dead yet.
Well, thank the Lord for that. Time is precious, Pa. I'm just glad I made it home before... Well, you know what?
You took your sweet time. Only 10 years.
I almost didn't make it, but I'm here now. It just wouldn't be right for a girl not to be with her pa when he's about to meet his maker. Can I get you some water?
I wouldn't dare drink that. Don't tell me what's taking a leak in there. Give me a whiskey.
Are you sure you ought to be drinking that? It'll rot your guts. And I should know. That's what took my bill in the end.
I thought he was shot when you and him was robbing that bank.
Here's your whiskey. The bullet didn't kill him. It was the whiskey I gave him after that doggone choked him to death. Sorry, Par.
You were always so helpful like that, Martha. Why'd you have to up sticks and leave us all those years ago?
Par, you know fine well I just couldn't put up with Mama getting on at me no longer.
She could be mean at times. And by times, I mean all of them.
She didn't have to cut up all of my dungarees when I refused to wear a skirt.
Little girl should always hear their mama. If only to stop her mama complaining of me.
It was so much easier getting on the horse in my dungarees than that red dress. You know how it riled the cattle, Par.
Your mum was only trying to do best by you. She told you to read and write, didn't she?
Yeah, but there's a limit to what you can do based on the words on the back of a tobacco tin.
Do you remember the first time you wrote your name? I was so proud of her.
Yeah, but Mama wasn't too happy about that, was she?
No, but there was a reason for that. She didn't paint on the side of the barn.
Nothing was ever good enough for her. I couldn't take no more.
I was so sad to see you ride off into the sunset.
You were? Oh, I knew you didn't want me to leave.
Well, I'd have been happy if you'd gone off at dawn. I didn't like the thought of you out there in the dark on your own. Damn this cough. I'm so glad you came back, though.
I really didn't make it. I was shooting craps with this old timer, and he accused me of cheating.
You were always crap at cheating.
Well, at that particular moment, it actually wasn't. If there's one thing I can't stand, it's injustice.
You were always very fair when it came to sharing up the apple pie.
But it won't no portion of apple pie that man was after. He was out to rob me of my womanhood.
That dirty dog. I hope you let him have it.
Oh, I let him have it all right. Right between the eyes. Unfortunately for him, it was a bullet, and it went up his nose and blew his brains out.
Did someone call the sheriff?
Oh, yeah, but I shot him, and I shot his snotty-nosed little deputy, too.
Does that mean you're a wanted woman?
Well, that depends. Are you pleased to see me or not, Pa?
You better die, man, very happy.
Oh, it's a good thing you haven't got long to live then. I mean, I wouldn't want you to be alive and miserable is what I mean. Sorry, that came out wrong.
Martha, I have to tell you something.
I know what you're going to say.
You do?
Yeah, sure, don't suit me. But when I robbed the clothing store, they didn't have the color or style I wanted.
I wasn't going to say that.
You weren't? You're usually so good at guessing what people are going to do. Like that time, I knew the bank teller was going to raise the alarm when I pointed my shotgun at him. Oh, that cough sounds bad. You want me to fix you another whiskey?
She always tries to avoid the difficult conversations. No, Martha. I've got to tell you about the wheel.
Has it come loose again?
I said the wheel, not the wheel.
Oh, right. That was something else Mama didn't trust me with. On account of that one little mishap. I thought I had hitched that cart good and tight. Now, you see, what I didn't notice was that it rolled down the hill into town. Now, it wasn't my fault, but the wagon crashed into the saloon and then blew it up. It wasn't my fault. Now, you see, the way it was, she blamed me. But the ways that I see it is that I was only doing what she asked of me to do. I mean, if she hadn't asked me to get no dynamite, then the saloon would still be standing because the wheel... You okay, Par?
Martha, I need to talk to you about the will and testament.
Oh, yeah, you said about that. Go ahead.
I've left all of everything to Kathy.
So I'm not going to inherit the house, the ranch, the outbuildings, the land, the cattle, the horses, what, none of it?
Nope, I'm afraid not.
No, one second. Who in tarnation is Kathy?
Kathy is the love of my life. Well, the last 5 years, anyhow. And if Martha had been there any time since her mother died, she'd have known.
Well, that's just dandy. And where would I find this woman? When I find her, I am going to kill her.
She's down the orchard.
That was Kathy?
What do you mean, was Kathy?
Well, I just put 6 rounds of lead in her.
You what? You killed my Kathy? Why in God's good name did you do that?
Your property. I saw someone stealing apples from the orchard. How was I supposed to know that you had gone and shacked up with some floozy?
You killed the only woman I ever loved.
Gee, thanks. I know when I'm not wanted.
Well, you're the one that left, remember?
Fine. But, no. But it was only because Mama told me that you're not really my pa.
She had no right to tell you that.
Yeah, but she did.
Well, yes, but that's not the point.
Not the point? I would say it was precisely the point. You realize that was why Uncle Hank was always giving me those fancy gifts. It was just, a bit strange, a bit cuckoo. But It was only on that day that I left I found out the truth.
I know. I was devastated when I found out, which is why I killed her.
You killed Mom? I heard she was attacked by a pack of wolves.
She could have been, but they don't usually carry shovels.
I would never have the confidence to finish someone off with a shovel. I am so proud of him. And for burying them afterwards, though.
Precisely.
Is that all your revelations?
Isn't that enough? It's worn me out just thinking of them. Give me one of them apples, Martha.
There you go, Par. Maybe this will brighten your spirits.
Oh, God. She must be trying to pinch me off. She's terrible.
I thought I'd give you one last song, Pa. Meeting is a pleasure, but in a grief. Unconstant lovers are worse than a thief. A thief can bad rob you and take all you crave. Unconstant lovers will bring you to the grave.
She got good.